Okay, we wanted to add a special bonus to this Necchi or Necchi listing. Oftentimes we'll add watches and other nice things that our buyers really do appreciate. But as I looked at the amazing side of the power of the BF Nova that you've already seen in the various sew-offs, I thought, you know, it would still be nice to give the versatility of some decorative or utility stitches to go along with this listing. So we're including this Necchi or Necchi model 534 FB that has a 0.7 amp motor as a bonus. How many sellers give a second machine as a bonus with their listing? We've done it before with a Singer Featherweight and throwing in a 301 with it, but this is the first time we've done it with a Necchi listing. So you're getting basically two machines for one with this listing. I'm just going to walk you through this machine real quick, and then I'll show you the sew-off that I've already done on it, and then you can get back to bidding on this amazing listing. Alright, starting on the bottom right hand side, this is obviously a knob that allows you with a simple turn to lower those feed dogs so you can do freehand embroidery. It's so simple to lower them, and then just turning it back, they pop right back up again. Moving up the right side of the machine, you can see this is a control center here for a couple of things. One is it's going to give you stitch length control, and this, like the other Necchi BF Nova, is going to have a huge stitch length variation of anything from 6 stitches per inch all the way down to 30 stitches per inch. Also, with a simple push of this button in the middle, you can easily sew in reverse, and then by releasing it you can resume sewing again. Following me up the right side of the machine, I'm going to show you a couple of things on top, and then we'll drop down to the center. One is winding a bobbin is very simple. You're going to come place your bobbin right here, and then place your spool of thread on one of the rear spool pin holders. And I'll try to tilt the machine forward a little bit so the camera can hopefully get a shot, so you can at least see those two spool pins that are kind of recessed on the back of the machine, along with this very convenient carrying handle for the machine as well. So if you need to move it around or shift it from one table to another, you're able to pick this machine up very easily. Now, one thing I want to mention before I forget to mention it, this machine is also all metal. There's nothing plastic on this Necchi 534 at all. So it has the same ruggedness, the same industrial strength with that 0.7 amp motor that the BF Nova does. Probably just a tad less power because you're talking 0.7 versus 1.1 on the other one. But it's all metal. I wanted to emphasize that. So again, you're going to be able to wind a bobbin by simply putting your thread on one of these spools. You're going to come past here on this thread guide, just as we do when we're using the machine for sewing, and then back around here. You simply engage it and then disengage the clutch on the side, and then just go ahead and push on that controller to wind the bobbin. I will real quick just let you listen to the machine. Incredibly powerful machine and very smooth running. You can see here, just as if we were winding a bobbin. Isn't that run beautiful? When you get done winding it and it's full, simply disengage. Alright, let's drop back down to the front of the machine. These are two different controllers. This one over here is going to allow you to use that wonderful 4-step button holder that's built in. It's also going to allow you to adjust that stitch width. So if you're doing a zigzag or using one of the other decorative utility stitches that we'll move over and look at in just a few seconds, you can simply adjust it, turning it clockwise to get a wider stitch for stitch width, or turn it all the way here if you're doing just a straight stitch. But don't be overwhelmed or intimidated by this. It's a very simple controller for stitch width, to set it for a straight stitch, or to access that built-in button holder. So moving to the left now, this is going to allow you to access those various decorative stitches by number. Now if you move to the left a little bit further, you can see we basically have 10 stitches. The camera can kind of pan across a wide variety of decorative utility stitches. Also, you've got obviously the straight stitch as well So you've got 11 stitches basically, plus the buttonhole stitch features as well. So if you really factor everything in, you basically have 15 various type stitches that are built into this machine. That's really the reason that I wanted to add this Necchi 534, so that along with an incredibly powerful BF Nova machine for straight stitching, you also had the added bonus of all of these decorative ones. Now I've already done the stitch off, and you can see for yourself just how beautifully this machine sews. Starting on the bottom, we've got a straight stitch, and then I tried to do a variety of different stitches. And again, depending on where you set that stitch length and that stitch width, the output of these various built-in stitches may look totally different. So you really do have a wide variation of potential stitch outputs for this this 534. Also, I love some of these stretch stitches that it has built in as well, so you have a lot of flexibility in the type of sewing you're doing as well. So you can judge for yourself. Beautiful stitches, and it really does raise the bar of versatility for this listing. As we move through the machine over here to the left, I'm going to show you a couple of things. One is this front face plate cover opens very easily. That's where you access your light. Most often you're probably going to be unplugging your machine, but you can just as easily turn that light on or off with a simple push of this button right here. Listen to that metal. I love that sound. You can tell right away this is an all-metal machine. Also, for your presser foot control, you've got it right up here. You simply turn it down to increase the pressure, or push this to release it completely if you don't want any pressure at all. If we drop down the front of the machine here, one of the features I really like about this tension control area is that spring that controls the tension control is inside, so that, you know, oftentimes people will stretch them out of shape, they'll bend them, they'll do something else to affect that. It's protected inside of this housing, and I really like that feature a lot. So we drop down to the presser foot, and I know I'm kind of moving through this quick, but it is just a simple introductory video for this bonus machine. We've got a lot of clearance under that presser foot, but guess what? We also have some hyperextension in there as well if we need to access it. But the bottom line is there's a lot of clearance underneath that presser foot. Also, very simple access if the camera can zoom in to that bobbin. If you need to change out thread, if it's getting low and you need to pop in another bobbin, very simple to get through. And all in all, this from a standpoint of heavy duty, I would rank it probably the equivalent of a Singer 201. It has the same size motor. Singer 201 has about a 0.7 amp motor in most cases. This is also a 0.7 amp motor. Again, this Necchi or Necchi 534 FB is a bonus. So I wish you the best in bidding. Make sure you check out all of our videos so you can see the amazing value of this listing.